Augustine. How have you contributed to humanity?
Well, I'm actually a very well-rounded person who was involved in many different areas of society. My most famous work, titled The City of God, was a book that I published, and it talked about how Christians were still pursuing goodwill and that they still had a purpose even though they were in the midst of a crumbling earthly empire. And one highlight that I have from this book would be how I contributed to pacifism and how I encouraged people to continue seeking peace instead of violence. Because sometimes when you're in a confrontation with somebody else, you may turn violent. And I in front of many crowds, always talked about how you should seek God and you should seek peace.
Yeah, so thanks for that. Now, which event would you say in your era was the most advancing in Jesus' message?
Well, I feel that one event was when Pope Gregory III, he sent missionaries to pagans all across Europe to Christianity. And so two notable saints of these missionaries included Saint Boniface and Saint Augustine of Canterbury. So Saint Boniface, he organized Christianity in many parts of the Frankish Empire, and he even created a bishop of Mainz, which was a city in Germany. And Augustine, who was a bishop, he converted many English subjects who were helpers of the king. And Augustine, he also allowed the missionaries to preach freely, and he even started a monastery in Canterbury.
So, what event would you say in your era was most contrary to the message of Jesus?
One particular that stood out to me would be the iconoclastic controversy, which was the dispute over the use of religious images and icons in society. So the iconoclasts believed that the use of religious images would actually corrupt the minds of the people, because as we remember in Exodus, the Israelites chose to oppose the iconoclasts because they believed that the symbolic nature of the images and the divinity of the created matter would actually be beneficial to the people. And so this was prominent in the Byzantine Empire that the people started to lose their faith. The Christians started to turn away from God because they were spending so much time debating on this issue that should have never been an issue in the first place.